Have you ever heard of somebody who abducts little boys?
Room below's got some horrible smells.
We don't want to go in there. What are you doing?
Complimentary room service. Here is that.
Hello and welcome to another Dollar Store Drive-In. I'm your host, Laura.
I'm Joel.
And we're the Newly Dads. If this is your first time watching us, welcome to the show. This is a half-hour chat show where we talk about a movie that we've watched. If this is not your first time, welcome back. We appreciate you joining us every week. And we're just always excited to be here with you. So, again, this is also a podcast that I sometimes upload to Spotify. I know I need to get better at that. That's my New Year's resolution.
So does that mean you're going to stop taking notes then? You only get one resolution per year?
Exactly. It's hard for me. I can either do the notes or I can do the uploads to the podcast.
Ah, crap.
I'm just kidding. I just need to get better at it. I need to get in a good rhythm. So sorry if you are one of those people who listen to the show. Hopefully this will be uploaded. But
I'm in a rhythm.
Yeah, that's your rhythm. That being said, if you are listening to this and you want to find us, this is a visual show. So you can go to our website at thenewlydeads.com for all of your Newly Deads needs. On that website, you'll find information about shows that we do as far as like unboxing videos. I was going to say events, which I need to update because our event is done now. We did the Witches Market. We're wearing the annual Witches Market shirts now. Yep. And we had a blast. If you came and saw us, great. Nobody really said like, hey, I watch you on YouTube.
But there are people that saw us.
But there are people who saw us. Yeah, obviously. Yep. But if you came and you know, hung out, that's cool.
Or if you're like behind something and you're like, I don't want to go over.
Yeah, I don't want to say hi. We did have fun though. I'm not entirely sure how many people showed up, but it was always it was another great day. There was a lot of people there, so big lines to get in and stuff like that.
Big lines.
So big shout out to Liz and Randy for putting that together. I think they had, what did they say, 70 something volunteers helping them. 62 volunteers,
178 vendors.
Thousands of people came out,
and two of them.
Yep. So we appreciate them doing that every year. This was their 5th year of doing it. They did the Witches Dance bigger and better than I've ever seen ever. You're doing the
Witches Dance.
The end dance.
I do want to give one shout out.
Yeah.
Big shout out to our friend Mike, who basically runs the bulk of the heavy lifting.
I would call him a superhero with no cape.
Basically, whatever needs to be done, he's the guy to do it. And he's a friend of ours, and I go hang out with him once every other week, watching bad movies, and
he
he's
always
a very good dude.
Does it with a smile.
I don't know if he gets enough credit, so I figured let's take the time since you're talking about it to give him a little credit here.
Number one volunteer. He's always there. Yeah, he's always got their back. So good job. Also to Sammy. She's always, happy to help out too. So she used to be their counterbat at their store. So she came back again to help volunteer for the event.
And then
too.
Her fiance, the resident Art the Clown.
Yes, to Adam. So it's always fun to see those people. And thanks for all of our vendors.
Frienders?
Our frienders. Actually, they're our friends.
They're our friends too.
But we're lucky we get to be grouped with them. Yeah, you have something to say?
And we should also mention the lovely and talented Anti-Heroine was there.
Yes, Anti-Heroine. If you watch the Boulet Brothers, Dragula season 666, they were on that one. So, they were in like the top 3. Anti-Heroine is from Rockford, and they came out and killed it. It was awesome.
And just an amazing person. Super nice.
Yes. Salt of
love
the
Angie.
earth.
Yep.
Salt of the earth.
Anyway,
Yeah.
sorry.
So, anyways,
We
we digress. You diverge.
I diverged. You digressed.
It's supposed to be, isn't that the thing? I
Yeah,
digress.
you digress was correct. I
diverge.
was being different. I
Yeah.
was diverging from the norm.
You were. But this week, we are doing something different. We're watching Halloween themed movies only because it is October. Hopefully, still October.
That is our Horrors of Halloween.
Horrors
it's
of
definitely
Halloween.
October.
Definitely October.
We got 2 more weeks of this after still.
Yeah. And this week, we watched a movie called Halloween Pussy Trap Kill Kill.
Well, there's a reason for that, but oh yeah, what's the criteria normally?
Oh,
and this
right.
still technically qualifies.
It does still qualify.
Yeah.
So any movie that we watch needs to be under $5.
Mhm.
It needs to be a horror, thriller, or sci-fi genre movie, and
Yep.
it needs to be a movie that neither of us have ever seen before.
Still qualifies.
Typically, we like to watch our movies with physical media, but this time, since it was a little easier, he did find them all streaming, and they are all streaming on free services like Tubi.
Strictly Tubi.
Yeah,
Yeah, I mean some of them are on other places, but
that's
I
what I'm saying.
went
Like, you
and
might be
looked
able to
on
find it other
Tubi.
places.
Yeah.
But, yeah.
So if you want them on Tubi, they are all available on Tubi currently.
Yes. Tubi. Hopefully I don't get copyright struck for
No,
that.
they'll be like, heck, we got a free ad.
And well, you know how YouTube sometimes,
Oh,
Yeah.
YouTube, Tubi. There, now we got our base.
because I feel like one time we got copy struck or whatever for me singing the "Don't Be Suspicious" song.
Oh yeah, they did make us cut that out.
Pretty sure.
It doesn't happen very often. I'm pretty careful about
I'm
those
just
things.
really good at singing
but-
that.
In the 139 episodes we've done now, I think I've only had to do 3 cuts.
Nice.
That's pretty good.
Yeah.
Maybe 4 if. But anyway,
Yeah.
so what?
So I'm gonna make up a synopsis since I could pull it up on my phone, but I'm just gonna do a quick. Or no, maybe I will pull it
It's
up.
up to you.
Yeah, I'm gonna pull it up. So
And you also need to figure out what the trailer is going to be because there is a trailer for this movie.
there is. It should be like a van.
Oh,
Yeah.
like a
Like the
windowless van.
yeah.
Because it was windowless. Oh no. Did have
Well, it
windows?
was one of those vans.
I mean, it was a tour van, but
Van.
I'm trying to remember if it had windows or not. I don't honestly remember
I
now
have the synopsis. All right.
because they only were in the van for like the first part of the movie for just a little
Yes.
bit. Anyway,
Yes.
you found it?
Yes.
All right, let's do it, baby.
Should I do the longer version?
That's what she said. Literally, that's what she just said.
I did just say that. Okay. Members of the all-girl punk rock band Kill Pussy Kill must fight for their lives and attempt to outwit an unknown assailant after finding themselves trapped in a madman's maze. That's it.
I was
I
going
know,
to do like
it
a
was
mouse
short.
eating cheese because you said maze.
It was short. Okay. Yeah. That's it for the
Synapsis, as you say.
synopsis.
All right, so
Yeah. So
Trailer?
bring out the GIMP. I was gonna say bring out the
Gimp is on a different show.
yeah. Bring out the
And he's
windowless van,
Okay.
and we'll pull out of this station, and we'll be right back.
All right, let's load up. We got a big show. We got to be there by 2.
Stop!
What do you want?
Hello.
Leave the girl alone. What the hell is going on? Happy Halloween. Oh, thank God.
Blew on you, huh? Sure did. I got a van from my uncle's house. There you go.
Welcome to the basement. You know the origin of Halloween. Fear. Consider this your celebration.
Misty?
We are not
Lab rats!
Oh, come on, it's Halloween. It's supposed to be fun.
Ouch! What is going on?
Look at eye hair.
Stupid! That?
Okay.
Hello!
Treat, bro.
Happy Halloween!
And we're back. I know you missed us, but you probably had fun watching that farty trailer.
You're just making assumptions.
I'm
aren't you?
just guessing that it was probably farty. He likes doing fart noises and things.
Sometimes I can't help it. So whenever we watch a movie, I will take notes digitally, and then I will print them out, and it gives us a guide, a structure, high points, stuff, whatever. I also draw pictures on there. And then at the end of the year, Mrs. New That collects all of those into a flip book that you can find on our previously mentioned website. 2023 is on there, and 24 are both available. 25 will be available sometime after the new year. So any of the things we're talking about now, you'll have to wait till then to see what we talk about. Also, as we mentioned previously before the break, Mrs. New That has committed to take notes all year, and so far she has done it 100% of the time. There they are, right there as proof.
Yes.
I don't see any drawings though.
Just
the
some
lettering.
illustrative lettering.
Huh. Is there a reason for that?
Yes.
Okay, we'll get to that. So then at this point, I'm going to show her what I drew. I got to figure out how to do this because I've got stuff at the bottom that I don't want her to see. So I'll do it this way. I just drew two things.
Is that you?
No, it's just my usual cartoon guy that I hate the way he looks, but it just sometimes when I don't know what to draw, it'll just come out, and he's always the same. And he's kind of like if The Simpsons and I had like a weird baby. I don't
beard.
I hate the way they look. But
You've got a little scully guy.
and then I started to draw a weird skull, and then I thought it was funny because you were working on, I think you were working on one of your Stinktober things,
Mhm.
and I think you were drawing a skull at the same time, and I was like, I feel like, or you drew a skull somewhere at
There
around the
was a
same
skull.
time. Around the same time. So anyway, Halloween Pussy Trap Kill Kill is from 2017, written and directed by one Jared Cohn, which I've got some thoughts on Mr. Cohn here. But he is known for, and I split these up because the ones that are on the top are directed specifically, the ones on the bottom are written specifically, and nary the two shall meet. So for direction, we have Atlantic Rim, which is, yes, a mockbuster version of Pacific Rim.
Funny.
Yep. I don't know if it was an Asylum film or not, but it was definitely in that vein. Then he did something called Little Dead Riding Hood, which probably will end up in our collection at some point
That sounds
to
like a
watch.
movie we would watch.
Alien Predator, which again sounds like something we'll eventually get around to. And then Fast and Fierce Death Race,
Interesting.
which sounds like a combination of Death Race 2000 and the Fast and the Furious. Yep. And I don't know, that might have been a sequel. There may have been Fast and the Furious Part 1. I don't know for sure, but I'm kind of wondering if in the movie they talk about, like, instead of family, they talk about like friendship or something, where it's like a riff on it, like a Dominic Toretto thing. But
yeah.
anyway, for as far as writing goes, we've got Squeaky the Rat, which I'm pretty sure was a kid's movie. 12-12-12, which is December 12th, 2012. Something called Underground Lizard People, which will probably end up in our purview at some point. And then I saved the one for last because we actually watched this movie, and I don't know if I watched it by myself for a Creepercast, which is a site I used to write for. I was assistant editor of that site, or if it was something we watched together. But it was called Death Pool. And good Lord, sweet baby Jesus Almighty, that movie was awful. It was so bad. And yeah, not Deadpool, but Death Pool. And I think I may have done a Creepercast review on it. It may have been prior to us meeting or right around the time we started dating. But anyway, it's about a serial killer, quote unquote, who murders people using a pool. And it's just as good as it sounds. It is so bad. It's so bad. Don't ever watch it. I'm just telling you right now. Sorry, Jared, if your other films are fantastic. We'll talk about this one here in a minute, but that was a bad one. Anyway, so this stars one Sarah Malakul Lane, Malakul. I'm just guessing on the pronunciation. Who was in Sharktopus? Yep, that's on our list. Cowboys versus Dinosaurs, which, man, that needs to be on our list. I really need to see that movie. Beyond the Gates, which is a Barbara Crampton movie. That was right when she started to make her. She never really went away, but it's kind of when she started to come back into like the bigger picture. Like genre fans like us never forgot about her, but she kind of became more of a fixture in horror again because of that movie. And then something called Shark Lake, which I picked all the ones that sounds like things we need to watch. Then we've got Richard Grieco. Yep, that Richard Grieco, who you may remember from 21 Jump Street. He had like 18 episodes, which feels like he was on there a lot longer. But I think the reason why is because he got his own spinoff called Booker. Not Booger, Booker. That was his name. He was Booker. He was Booker. And I loved Booker. Like I was a fan of 21 Jump Street, mainly because of Johnny Depp. But I also liked Richard Grieco's character and Peter DeLuise. But anyway, he got his own show and I watched Booker too. And I'm not exactly proud of that anymore. But anyway, he was also in Almighty Thor, which, yep, there we go again, another mockbuster. And do you know which character he played in the Almighty Thor?
Thor.
Nope. Take a second guess.
Loki?
Yep.
Oh.
Yep.
Yep.
It's as good as you think it is.
Yeah.
I've not seen the movie, but I've seen the trailer, and
it's probably rough.
Yeah. He was also in Dick Dixter, which we've talked about before, which stars Bob Vance of Vance Refrigeration.
Yeah.
It's
Dick Dixter.
It's a short film, but I had to mention it because the name. Demon Pit.
Get in the demon pit.
Pit sleeping. And something called Time Pirates, not to be confused with Ice Pirates or Time Bandits.
I feel like I've seen Time Pirates for some reason.
With Richard Grieco?
Maybe.
I wouldn't put it past you.
That's weird.
Then we've got Lauren Parkinson, who was in Cobra Gator. Again, something we need to see.
Cobra Gator?
Yep, one word.
Mm.
Then she was also in Dino Gator.
Oh my God.
Right? These sound fantastic. Bigfoot or Bust, which I think is...
All right.
You wrote that movie, didn't you? Scumbag, which I think I wrote that movie. And Phase 2, which, no, that is not the prequel to Phase 4. Which Phase 4 is on the shelf. It's kind of a notorious film, but Phase 2, yeah, not the same. Now I'm trying to remember who was the guy who directed Phase 4. He was a visual artist. He did the opening stuff for Psycho, and he was a big artist. I forgot his name. Anyway, it doesn't matter. I'll put it up here. And then finally, we've got Dave Mustaine in a very...
That Dave Mustaine.
Integral part of the movie, but he's not in the movie technically.
Yeah, just his voice. And
he's only done one movie that I could find called Hummadruz, Hummadruz. Didn't look like it was a music video. It said it. I looked it up. It was like an hour and a half something. He did some TV spots and, of course, videos. Like, he was the lead singer, for those of you who don't know, the lead singer and guitarist for Megadeth. He originally was in Metallica, and then he left Metallica and started Megadeth, and there was like a rivalry. And he still making music, even though he had a pretty severe incident that he lost the use of his hand for a while, and
really
had to kind of come back from it. But amazing guitar player. I love Megadeth. When I was growing up, they were a fixture. I always liked them a little better than Metallica, but anyway. So at this point, my wife turns to me and she says,
"What'd you think?"
Okay. So I have to apologize to my wife right now because I chose this movie, I curated it, and I was hoping for better things.
Yeah.
So
I'll tell you right now. Should I say why?
Please go right ahead. Yeah.
I fell asleep during it.
Yep.
Which
hard.
And I'm surprised because we started it, I think, early. Like it was
like 8 o'clock, maybe
something.
8:15.
It was boring.
She and to be honest, once we get into the meat of this, I don't think she'll be regretful that she fell asleep.
Yeah. I mean, every single time I'd wake up, I'm like, are they still in the same scene? I'm like, oh no, they're not. They're just, they all just seemed the same.
Because they're in the same location.
Yeah. It definitely opened weird. So I can tell you, like, the stuff that I know until I did take a snooze.
Yeah,
but
I'm sure it's the same thing I have written down here too.
the Pakistan soldiers in the beginning, like, I'm like, what does this have to do with Halloween? And then at the end, so yeah, there's these soldiers, they're in Pakistan, and they're like fighting these other Pakistani soldiers, but it's Americans fighting the Pakistani soldiers, and
It's a Middle Eastern conflict of some sort.
some sort of Middle Eastern conflict.
They don't specify.
The Pakistani soldier cuts the heads off of some of the soldiers and the face off of somebody else and says, "It's Halloween. Why do you celebrate Halloween?" I'm like, what does this have to do? Yeah, with anything.
I mean, they have to give the main villain an origin story.
Which why is it that?
It makes zero sense. It's like, I imagine Jared Cohn when he was a kid. He had one of those, toys where it's like a flat board and you have little shapes, and then you have shapes and you're supposed to put the shapes into the right holes. Otherwise they don't fit. And I imagine him taking the star shape into the circle and just pounding it in there to make it fit.
Yeah, because that's what it seemed like. There was this did not make sense with the story. You heard me read the synopsis. A rock band, Kill Pussy Kill, is being stalked by somebody and like,
which isn't even totally accurate
trapped
either.
Yeah, it doesn't make any sense to me. Like, why?
Well, they had to
opened
give
it with that.
the bad guy, quote unquote, an origin, and so he's one of the American soldiers that has his face cut off, and then they take him into a separate room to torture him because he's acting tough.
And then they just kind of,
and for some
cut to now.
reason, because of that, A, he hates Halloween. B, he hates Americans, apparently, because he doesn't take revenge on the people that killed him. He's taking revenge on
random people
in the
America.
States. And yeah, it's just, plus he's in a wheelchair. It's just we'll get to my thoughts on what they were trying to go for, but
yeah,
it felt like Dead Sea, which we did an episode on Dead Sea probably in our first year, that we hated. That was our worst movie for a long time. And it felt like Dead Sea.
Yeah. Oh, also in the beginning, they were smoking meth.
Yeah. The two of the bandmates were in the back of the van, just pipe in hand.
Smoking meth. I was like, I can legitimately say I've never seen like a low budget movie where they're like smoking meth in it.
Well, and when one of the two people there, one is it's mostly a girl band, but there's one male member that's like the DJ guy.
There's two.
He was their roadie, like their manager.
The Dread guy?
Yeah, he was like the man. He wasn't actually in the band. He was like their manager. But the guy that's their DJ, that's one of their anyway, he SAs one of the girls and ends up getting kicked out of the band, goes through his own little story arc on the side, and comes back to be a hero. I'm like, what is going on? Why? No, that's not how this happens. Anyway, go ahead.
Yeah. No, I thought it was weird. And then so when they do meet Richard Grieco,
gas station attendant,
they're at a gas station,
the emptiest gas station on the planet.
And so all of a sudden, like, their van breaks down at the pump, and he's like, comes up to him or whatever, and he's like, well, looks like your van's broken. You can borrow my truck, but it's up at this house, like up the road. And as long as
fix your truck.
Yeah, you gotta let me fix your truck. So of course they're like, okay. So they jump in this car with him and go up to this thing. I can legitimately say I have never seen this type of like way to
kidnap somebody,
sedate someone. Yeah. So he's like, oh, do you like my Halloween mask? And he's like, it's one of these gas masks or whatever, and puts it on and then flips a switch, and the whole truck like cab fills with like some sort of knockout gas. I'm like, gas truck?
Hope
like,
you don't flip the switch out accidentally when you get out of the car.
Yeah. Well, and then he takes, so okay, that happens. And then they all pass out. And then he takes off his mask, opens up the door, and he's reaching in full of gas in there and like trying to pull people out or whatever to like go kidnap them and, torture them or whatever. I'm like, leave the gas mask on because, like, you're going to be breathing in that crap too. And then I'm surprised he didn't pass out also.
And he's like the henchman of the main bad guy. He's not even the main bad guy.
It was so weird.
He's like the lackey.
Oh, and the meth girl, like in the beginning, like, they stop at the gas station and she just disappears.
Yeah, they never do.
And then
She
they're
shows
going
up.
to leave her.
Yeah, she shows up later, but they can't figure out where she went because he already kidnapped her apparently. And
But they were just going to leave her.
yeah, he convinces them to just leave her there. And she does come back later because she's been kidnapped too.
And they're literally like, I don't remember what her name was. We'll just call her like Lisa. Lisa, where's Lisa at? I don't know where Lisa is. Oh, well, we better go.
We got to get to this gig. And they already lost one band member. Now they're losing the second. He's like, their manager's like, it's all right. I can play bass. I can cover her part. And it's like, okay. Basically, this is not my recommendation, but basically this movie is Saw with a lot of gas.
That's what I said.
And I don't mean like farts. I mean like the main bad guy, the mastermind is his name, uses different kinds of gas, like to knock them out, to make them sick, to, he's got at least 3 or 4 different kinds of gas. I don't know where he gets access to it, but he pumps it in and he can suck it right back out as quick as he pumps it in. So the room's clear. I don't know how that's possible. But it's like Saw is what they're going for.
I wrote like almost like Saw / Maze kind of thing, long drawn out scenes. I think I was
very long and drawn out.
Yeah, and then I said, because I was falling asleep and waking back up and falling asleep, I was writing things down, and I'm like, I don't even remember why I wrote this, but I said weird zombie ghosts, and then I said blow up kids with grenades.
Yeah. So the weird zombie ghosts, one of the gases that causes them to have hallucinations. And in the hallucinations, they're seeing things that they're afraid of, which are poorly done things. One of which was like a clown and one was like a zombie-ish type creature. And incidentally, the other thing you're talking about, there's this little shack that the mastermind is in with his wife or whatever and daughter. And Richard Grieco apparently stays there too, but it's a base,
shack.
So it looks like a shack. But then you go down this one opening, and it takes you directly into the room where they're holding the people hostage. Yet they have these other rooms that they can go to some other way. I don't know how it's like the TARDIS. It's bigger on the inside, but
yeah,
they're out in the middle of nowhere. Like there's nothing for miles on any side of them. But trick-or-treaters keep showing up, walking into their door. They didn't drive there; they just walked there from somewhere.
Well, not only that, but the same guy. Okay, he is the same guy in the beginning when they were in the city.
Got his face cut off. What? He was in the city in the beginning because he tried to help the girl from getting SA'd.
Yes. So, like, how did he get from there all the way back to this gas station, and how did he know they were going to be going that direction?
They don't. It's a weird, misunderstandable.
It doesn't make any sense.
Like
so
what I just
disjointed.
Said. So some high points here because we were running out of time fast.
Yeah.
What she was referring to, his daughter is played by an adult woman who has some sort of, I don't know how to say this properly, but she doesn't have feet and she's got a trach and she's obviously had a rough life with some sort of disability. I don't know if that's the right way to say it, but it's definitely not a little girl. It feels like somebody out of a David Lynch film. And she keeps riding this pony in the room where he's watching everything going on, where he's murdering these people. And his wife or the mom of the little girl is in there with him, and she's dressed like a witch and she's just in with it. So meanwhile, you've got her riding the pony. Then whenever a kid comes to the door, the mom goes to give them candy, but she takes a grenade to one family. It's a mom and her 2 kids and blows them up with a grenade. Then 3 older kids, are supposed to be like teenagers, she takes them out with a shotgun one by one. The bodies are laying in front of the house, and then they have to get rid of those on top of all the rest of them. But meanwhile, more trick-or-treaters are showing up in the middle of nowhere for some reason. And she just apparently likes killing trick-or-treaters. I don't understand. I also don't know how he gets upstairs, because based on the logic of the logistics of the house that you are able to see, it's stairs. So
it's literally just like you go in. It's a false house.
It's
And
yeah,
it could just go straight into the basement.
it's like a bunker, and he says he's only got 3 rooms where they're supposed to go through, and like they're supposed to learn some sort of lesson, like Saw. But spoiler alert: in the end, everybody dies except for the bad guys. So what did they learn? Not to trust the guy because he's not gonna. I don't know. I felt very dirty watching
Weird.
it because nobody in the movie is good. They have to kill each other to get to the next room, otherwise he won't let them go. And there's no logical justification for any of it. And I get it. There's serial killer movies where they don't have a reason, or murder movies, but they built up this whole storyline that just didn't make sense.
So do you have final
I
thoughts?
don't know. Anyway, I do have final thoughts. That was a waste of digital media, truly.
Yeah.
Because they didn't spend money on film. They just were using digital cameras, but it was a waste of.
And I have no thoughts on it. I didn't like it. I just said weird, disjointed.
I don't know. I feel like there's something I should have liked about it, but I'll be honest,
Nothing.
it wasn't.
Yeah.
I mean, Dave Mustaine did fine in his role where it was just his voice, but
I didn't care about any of the characters.
the bad guy was.
I fell asleep.
Felt like he was shoving a star shape into a circle the entire time, trying to make it fit, and it did not fit. It was so, oh God, it was bad.
So what would you give it out of 5 gas trucks?
Gas trucks? Like, you mean
Like
trucks
that
that have
guy's
gas in them?
gas truck.
Well, I ended up giving it 0.1 out of 5. And I think the only reason I did is because I felt like we'd enjoy talking about it because it was so bad. Oh, and the song that you do get to hear by Kill Pussycat Kill.
Yeah.
They are not Bob Dylan. They're not the voice of any generation. Let's put it that
No.
way. So you didn't have any fun. What did you give it, or did you rate it?
I'm just going to give it a -5.
Or just so it's
Crap.
so it's it's either 5 or 0, and you're just like, nope, I'm just going to take it all the way to
-5.
-5. All right.
Because I fell asleep too.
So 0.1 and a -5.
Yes. So if they don't want to watch this movie, which we don't recommend it anyways, what should they watch?
Now, despite that there's a lot of Saw movies, and we are fans of the Saw franchise, I think that they're very well done. I decided to not go that direction because I've already recommended Saw before. And I went with 2012's Would You Rather, which stars Jeffrey Combs, and I forget who the leading lady is. It's somebody she's famous.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of a movie that slipped under the radar. I saw it and 13 Sins around the same time. They're similar storylines. But Would You Rather is exactly that. They're at this dinner party at Jeffrey Combs' place, and they're playing a very real game of Would You Rather.
I remember that.
And it gets violent, and it reminded me of this, but done properly.
Proper style. All right, what are we watching next week?
Next
I'm
week,
going to look it up.
our third movie in our Horrors of Halloween series is from 2019, one that I've actually heard decent things about, is Halloween at Aunt Ethel's.
Halloween at
Aunt Ethel's.
Aunt Ethel's.
Yep. And I hadn't even thought of it. It just came up when I was doing a Halloween search on Tubi. And I was like, oh, yeah, I've heard of this one. And I was like, yep, let's add that one to the queue.
All right. So the summary is, let's see. Okay. Everyone in town knows the story of old Aunt Ethel. It's said she makes Halloween candy and pumpkin pie out of the kids that trick-or-treat at her house. This Halloween, the neighborhood teens are going to find out the truth.
Sounds like the remake of Black Christmas. The first one, not the second one.
Yeah.
With Billy making gingerbread skin cookies.
Yeah.
There was another movie that I saw that was a Christmas movie that's similar to that, where they made cookies like that too, but I don't know what it was.
Huh.
Mrs. Claus or something like that.
I mean, I'm looking at the stills and stuff from it. It's supposed to be a dark comedy.
Yeah, don't give the
comedy.
rating, but you can see there.
Oh, I can see it. Yeah.
It's
not great.
Oh.
Not
You'll
great.
tell me afterwards.
Yeah. All right. Well, we went way over on our time this week.
I don't know. We may or may not have.
Oh, no, we did.
I mean, that says it, but we had a little bit of leeway. And
That's
anyway,
true.
Sorry.
You
Go
can
ahead.
do some editing. But anyways, yes, thank you again for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed this episode, and hopefully you'll come back next week. And with that being said,
Is it my turn?
Until next week.
Keep it cheap and creepy.
Doesn't mean you go chasing the dead.
It may be your robot, but it's my house.
I want to get a close look at these sharks.
Sounds dangerous.
Well, I'll be careful.
Richard Grieco, you see right through me.